Christ wants to change your life. Jesus Christ wants to change my life. He wants to make us into better people. How does he do that? He does that by forgiving us for our wrongdoing, by pouring his grace into our lives. Secondly, he does that by putting his Holy Spirit in us, who is actually God living within us. He does that by calling us to meditate and reflect on him, to read his word, to listen to him. He does that by calling us to live within community of believers who love on each other, who hold each other accountable, who encourage each other, who teach each other, who bear each other's burdens. What specifically does Jesus want to change in you and in me? First of all, he calls us out of pride into humility. Pride is often on display in us being very opinionated. We're cocksure our opinions are right, and we communicate that way. Jesus Christ calls us to humble ourselves, which means we can learn a lot from each other. All of my thinking, all of my answers to difficult questions are not all there is. Sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes you're right, and I can definitely learn from you. But in my pride, I become overly opinionated. Another way that pride is exemplified is through selfishness. But Jesus Christ calls me not only to be willing to learn from other people, but also to be selfless, to think of the needs of the other person before my own even. That's true humility. And the only way I can know God is by humbling myself before God and not worshiping at the altar of my own deity. Jesus Christ wants to draw us out of pride into thinking about the other instead of only about ourselves. Another thing that Jesus wants to change is our fear. It's amazing how easy it is for you and for me to be caught up into great anxiety, deep fears,